Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, May the 17th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is the link to get into our free room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. This is a subscription link. There's a 15% promo code there, good for the first month, off the first month of a standard or premium subscription, or the first year of a standard or premium subscription. I open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern time. That's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic at 9:05, and I go to 3:30 from Mondays to Thursdays, and 3 o'clock on Fridays. Well, what a day, what a day, what a day. Before I get to the eager trade, let's take a look at BLNK. This sort of set the tone for me for the entire day. Now, if you were in the room over the last little while, you know that this has been one that has been on many traders' radars. Look at this move. This was on the 7th of May. Big pop up, kind of a pullback. And then yesterday was earnings day, believe it or not. Earnings day, popped all the way up, fell back down. So this is one that I definitely was going to be wanting to watch today. And when I got up, this is what it was doing when I got up. And then all of a sudden it did that. When it did that, that's when I thought, you know what? This looks like it's going to start to move again. So this is all the pre-market, by the way. That's the tan area. That's the pre-market. Got in at 741. I took some out just before the whole. I don't know why that number is there, but I think that's from yesterday. That mark right there, actually it's right there, just before the whole number at 790. And yeah, I apologize. I thought I had these marks for today's trading, but I guess not. And the last trade was at 840. Well, that one is 841. I wanted to make $1 on the last bit, and then I got completely out of the trade. So that just set the tone for the whole day. It just was absolutely beautiful once it started to whip up. So, and I know there are some people who are in this trade right now, kind of chopping around a little bit, but anyway, we'll have to see what happens. Now, wow, look at Eager. Eager. This was a Holly alert, 1260. And I did not get into the Holly alert right here, all right? I think I may have missed it. I'm not sure I heard it. One of the things that happened is that I was on the test, what's called the test server, and I had to go back to the primary service. The reason I was on the test server is because if you were in the Q&A yesterday, the question and answer webinar yesterday, you know that we do now have the Holly, the new Holly, or a variation of old Holly, we'll call it Holly 2.0, is soon to be available. And so I wanted to try it again this morning, but I know that there's a bit of a bug and it interferes with my chart. So I had to switch around and all that. So probably one of the reasons why I missed this one. But anyway, I digress. Somebody asked me, well, why did you take it here? You know, isn't it too extended and all that? Well, first of all, had it not been a Holly trade at all, I would have loved this pattern anyway. But more importantly, look at the daily chart. You know, I always say this, look at the daily chart. And I think you're going to see why. Well, it's hard to see here because this has already moved up. But, you know, at this point, look left. Okay, I mean, we're almost touched. You know, there's the high. I kept saying probably it could stall right around here. But remember now, I'm in here, and I'm looking left. And all I'm seeing is this nice big gap, void, whatever you want to call it. So that is why I got really excited about watching that one. So I had it thumbnailed. The minute it got over, no, but I wouldn't have known about it unless Holly had alerted to me about it in order to thumbnail it right off the bat. So anyway, when I saw this little break over the whole number, I took the trade at 1320. Took some out. 1395. That says 1395. I always do that just ahead of a whole number, just in case, you know, it cannot get through that whole number. Did it again. I think that's 1490. Yeah, 1490. Took some more out right here. And then look at it pop. And I thought, wow, man, if it could even take out that 16. But looks like it's pretty stern resistance. So on the way down, I sold the last bit at 15.25. That's the original from 13.20. So there's $2.05. That was just a tremendous, tremendous trade. You know, I mean that, and a lot of people in the trading room were involved in that one. What else did I do? WRD from Vicky's scan. Would have worked out quite well, except I got chopped out of it. The alert came, I believe, just over 26. I took the trade at 26.20. You can see how choppy it is, though. In fact, it's right back. In fact, I think the alert was at 26.20. I don't have the scan. I should have. I don't have the scan. It's behind here, so I can't get it. But the alert was actually at 26.20, and the problem is I got in, and then this happened. Before that happened, this happened. So I did take some out at 26.30, and then basically flat. But it was chopping around. But you know, the oil stocks were dynamic today. This one I've tried to trade before. You get, I mean, this is a 15-minute chart. The theory being is that, of course, the higher the time frame, you like to see this much more smooth. You don't like to see all these topping tails and bottoming tails. And if it's happening, it's just very difficult to trade, in my opinion. So got in and out of that one. And the only other one I took, that was from Vicky's also, Nets. It was okay. I think the alert came at I want to say just over $2, $2.10. I originally took the trade at 222. In fact, I took it at 222, right about there. And I can't remember what it was. Probably on that candle here. Okay, and it moved down, and I actually took a 2-cent loss. Got back into the trade at 228. Got back into the trade at 228 as it started to move up. And it did have that nice little pop up here. I thought, okay, now we're on our way. Because again, look at the daily. You got to look at the daily. There's no resistance until 290. And I thought, okay, now we're rolling, and then it dropped again. So I got out at for about a 5-cent, I think about a 7-cent gain on that one, and then flat on the balance. The other one that I did not take, unfortunately, and this is one that, you know, I guess I have to sort of give my head a shake. I don't know why I didn't take it. I can't remember the exact alert. It's probably just over 15, again from Vicky's scan, and look what it did, all the way up to 16.45, and this is one that I had been watching for several days now. You know, look, I think I started watching it right around here, and I actually wanted to swing this one, and I think I can't remember anymore. I think I actually got whipped out on that day, and I just kind of forgot about it a little bit. I think I traded it yesterday, but look at why we're all interested in it, because again, look at the void. You know, you look, this is what we call a trend reversal. Now, we don't know if it's going to make it all the way back, but, you know, it got beat up. I think it got beat up on earnings. That's right. I'm just looking here. This was his earnings day 5 days ago. Got beaten up, and now it's starting to crawl back. But, you know, unfortunately, I didn't take it. But those were, you know, the WRD and the CST were a couple of other good ones, two more good ones from the Vicky scan. Just didn't. The WRD a little more tough to trade, though. This one, though, was pretty simple. When I say simple, I'm always talking about the stress-free trades. Look at this. Yeah, a couple of little, there's some bottoming tails there, but you know, basically straight up on the 15-minute candles. You didn't see a lot of red and then up and red and up, and so not a lot of, not too choppy. So that's what you like to see. Anyway, I can't wait to get back into the room. There's just some, you know, excellent stuff going on. What else is happening here? Just looking at the blink here. Yeah, the blink is not moving. All right, everybody. So, you know, I have to say, I mean, our room is, you know, I don't often say this. I mean, I'm a humble Canadian, but you know, we've got a fantastic trading room. That's all I can say. All sorts of different trading styles. If you're a new person, new to trading, or new to trade ideas, but especially if you're new to trading, you know, the thing is that coming into the room, you're going to see all sorts of different trading styles. You may start to see something that you like from a particular poster and say, I see what that guy's looking at. You know, you always have to look at the daily chart. Always look at your intraday time frames. And You might say, yeah, I see what that guy's looking at. Me, I'm way more of a momentum trader. I love it when stocks break to new highs of the day. And not just take them just because they made a new high, but from a decent pattern, what I would consider a decent pattern, but always looking left on the daily chart to see if there's where's the next resistance. So the eager EIGR is a classic example. So the idea really is to find your trading style. There are people here that will never ever play momentum trades like I do. They much rather see pullback plays. I'm just not as good at that. I don't see it as well. I mean, I see what they are, but I don't have that same confidence. So you have to find your way. So if you're a new trader, come into the room and just check us out and see what people are they'll post and they'll say, okay guys, take a look at this one, and maybe after a while things start to click and say, yeah, that's the sort of pattern I like. Anyway, let me get back to the screen capture program. Where are you? There you are. All right, so again, if you have any questions for me, please, here's the email address you can use. Here's a link to the free trading room. Again, you don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. What we try to do in the room, of course, is have great ideas all day to trade, but I also show people how to use our program. This is a link for a subscription. Instant 15% discount promo code is there, either on the first month or the first year of whatever subscription plan you want. We have basically two, standard and premium, either monthly or annual. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And that's when I'll start to share my screen. I'll get live at 9:05. So I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.